Well, good evening, everybody. This is Jane Hamilton Parker on a live recording from my home. I am definitely the medium of the future for you. Now, what I'm going to talk about this evening is telepathic links. You know, sometimes you might be thinking of somebody and actually the phone goes and then it's suddenly that person. And sometimes we're thinking of certain people might be far, far away and suddenly we might hear from them or suddenly might turn up at our door. So it's like, how does our brain work and function like that? So are we sending out messages through our subconscious mind and doing a visualization for that? Is that actually something going on in the universe or going on in the air that, like radio waves, that people suddenly pick it up and receive it? Because animals have a very strong telepathic link with people, because they don't speak to us, they can meow, they can bark, but they actually can pick up our vibration and actually tune into us and know what we're thinking. And if you're very in tune with animals, it's like your vibration is very much, and their vibration is linked in together. Now the world is changing, as we know, and it is worrying times for everybody, because we are seeing nature fighting back. I mean, the other day we had horrendous torrential rain. We don't live far from the sea, and I believe the place Halen Island was quite flooded and actually coming into people's houses. And everything like that, but man is still abusing nature, still chopping down trees and things, and they wonder what's happening. Now, does nature have a consciousness? Does trees have a consciousness? Just checking how long I'm on here. That's okay, we'll keep going as long as we can. Because I believe the very fact, if you cut a tree down, because a tree is a living thing, very much, you know, are we destroying that consciousness of a tree? It's like springtime, everything comes back, it dies down, but it comes back. And sometimes, I don't know if any of you are interested in mushrooms and things. I'm not talking about hallucinogenic mushrooms, though that may be interesting to some people. But I've been studying that, and I notice all these mushrooms, what they call mycelians, are all linked on the earth. And they all have some form of a consciousness. And mushrooms we do need, and things, nature, because you find all fungi and different things in the forest, New Forest, where we don't live far from, and all these different things that suddenly appear. Like we've got poison mushrooms, and we've got mushrooms you can eat and different things. It's like nature's trying to show us so many things, and it's like man's destroying it. You know, being psychic doesn't necessarily mean that your brain is switched on 24/7, because your brain has to rest at times. Because, you know, when we go to sleep at night, you know, the REMs in our brain and everything, they need to wind down. It's like the clocks and the machine need to wind down. And suddenly we might wake up in the morning, had a wonderful dream, or could have a nightmare, and it's like our consciousness is all over the place in different places. Now I thought, what if none of us had consciousness, or any of us had a mind that, if you like, we're all born and know what's right and wrong. But say if we had a mind, we really didn't care about anything, didn't care how we treated the planet, didn't care how we treated animals or other humans and things, and was just functioning, waking up, going to sleep, eating, waking up, going to sleep, eating. What a strange universe and world it would be. But you see, we are going through an awakening at the moment, and we are going through all these different viruses. There's more to come, unfortunately, that I see. And it's like we're being tested, and it's like cleansing the earth at the moment. And we've got people that don't want vaccines, some that do, some think it's a personal choice. But what we must really remember, we're here to be kind, to help others, and you know, and if we can do a little bit, even wearing a face mask, and protect people. The other day I was shopping in Waitrose, and there was a very, very selfish woman that I saw, She didn't have a mask on, and it's mandatory now, and she just had a collar like this. And I just looked at her, and she's just saying, I don't want to wear one like that. And I thought, it's not a question you don't want to wear one, it's a question of protecting others. You selfish, selfish woman. And she's jumping up and down. I'm in a hurry, I'm in a hurry. I need someone to serve me this instant. And so like that. You know, once in my life I felt I wanted to give her a cosmic smack around the ear for being so selfish. She was talking down to people, didn't want to go with the rules. And it's not just you protecting yourself, it's protecting others, which is important, very important, because you know, this time of year, Christmas coming up, we all want to enjoy it. And then when you get selfish people that are giving other people colds and different viruses and really don't care, that's when I feel so sorry for these nurses and doctors that are working Christmas Day, Boxing Day, trying to help people, in some cases resuscitate people, the ambulance drivers, care workers in the community, which are most important. You know, it's just that at the moment the planet is in dismay, disrupted. It's like we're going through a period of, like, people and corporative companies as well, high materialism. And Christmas should really be a time that we all come together and we enjoy it in each other. And it's not about buying the most expensive presents, and that is giving from the heart. If somebody gave you, it didn't have a lot of money, and those people are usually very generous people with their time and love, it's like someone sharing with you and giving. It's not about having a big goose on the table and, you know, being the most wasteful person and outdoing everybody with the lights outside the house. And that's not what it's about. The most important thing is that, you know, Christmas is about, we had celebrating the birth of Christ. A lot of people saying that he wasn't born Christmas, he was born around October when the sheep were out and everything. Well, we really don't know, do we? We're only going what the Bible and pagan different things are telling us. But the most important thing is that we had a very special, wonderful person that came to the earth to show people the way, the light and everything. And now we're going through all these dark times at the moment, and well, hoping for the awakening that's happening now. So people are going through realization, because, you know, life is an illusion. We're not here very long. If you're very blessed from the great divine and you last to your 50, 60, or maybe if you're lucky 70, then you're very blessed. Every day is precious. Every day we breathe, we talk is precious, because all we have left of loved ones is memories, photographs. So every day we can do great things with love. We can do great things with kindness and helping people. It doesn't mean because you're kind that people see it as a weakness, because you've got to be a little bit fearless in this life, which is very, very important. And at the end of the day, you know, we're all passing through. We're all doing our own thing. We're all trying to help. This is why I believe mediums, healers, light workers, or whatever you want to call them, or very spiritual beings, and from the higher realms, avatars, ascending masters, are all coming together to try and save the planet. If you hear me shout in a minute, it's not me shouting at you, it's Craig being noisy as usual in the kitchen talking to Domenico. Now, you know, I think the most thing we can do is on Christmas Eve is all do a meditation, even if it's for 10 or 15 minutes, to give out a prayer around the planet, that we want all the human beings on God's earth and around the world to all come together on the vibration of love and help each other. We can beat these viruses if we all work together, and that is really being cautious. Don't get big crowds, still stand apart. You know, be in your own private bubble with people that you associate with, because this is a time that people get very selfish, very laxed, and don't think about things. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all here serving karmically a purpose, the purpose of life, to help others, for our children, grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, to continue on. Excuse me a minute, excuse me.